So if I say more money is more intelligent, then you would all tell me, okay, what a stupid statement. Anirban is having weed, because that's how we people evaluate now. Others abusing others is the way to go. But do you understand that in current artificial intelligence, the LLM revolution that is happening in the world, actually this is what exactly is happening. You take large amount of information and connect it, and you just spend lot of money to memorize all possible connections. And whenever somebody asks something, some set of tasks, some set of functions, you know how those functions are connected, how those concepts are connected, how those perceptions are connected, how those contextualities are connected. So all those are connected. So you go there, follow a particular path, and that is why instantly you can deliver the solution. It is not that you understand how the decision is made. No, decision is not synthesized. And also this discussion, I know that you are hearing all over the internet. I'm going to tell you something very different. Have you ever thought that when all these intellectuals, they are tarnishing the image of the great revolution of AI that we are going through? I mean, humanity is at a turning point, as I told in my previous videos. But have you ever thought that when we are creating these new ideas and new concepts, and we are saying, oh, AI cannot do this, AI cannot do that, AI cannot do this, actually, we are not telling you how actually it should be. And we did that hard work in self-operating mathematical universe, SOMU, where we created new unit of information that is a nested 3D clock assembly or polyatomic time crystal as the fundamental unit of information in nature. And we carried out extensive studies to replace bit or qubit with this polyatomic time crystal. It's like a living automaton. So unit of information is an automaton, it's a living system. And it should be, otherwise you cannot integrate it to create a living system that is conscious or that is intelligent, that can synthesize something that doesn't exist. And if you want to synthesize something doesn't exist, then what you have to do is to understand the principle how nature integrates information. Then it doesn't matter whether Einstein is talking to you or any other person. Even it doesn't matter whether you know it or not. You can slowly go through his process of thought that has been cooked and synthesized deeply, intimately, step by step, following many to many network in the brain, in the hardware of a completely different person whom almost you know or you don't know. When you are reading the book, you don't know. Still, you are regenerating that pathway and circuitry in your brain and analyzing that thing. It is only possible if there is a universal law. And that is what I argued in 2020 book. Now, getting back to that, what AI is doing is only saying, make it bigger, 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 bigger. It's more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. Imagine a very rich person decides to collect the artifacts of the world. The way Hitler wanted to collect all the fundamental artifacts from all over the world, the 12 signs, based on which in 1930s, when he became the Chancellor of Germany, he started building this and collecting those. He sent historians all over the world to collect those things. Why? The reason is simple: collect all the history. When history is with you, you are the future. So many people don't understand this, but this particular fundamental theme of philosophy has been experimented by humanity unknowingly over the last millennia. Time and again we did it. So quantity, when it is beyond the limit, even if it has a very little, one or two qualities, it is sufficient to conquer the world. I repeat, when you have a few set of rules, you can create a cellular automaton chaos. 1960s, James Conway. So simple set of rules, 0101, and you use enormous resources. You can you do not have to understand how the universe works, and you can get it done. So this is how reach and stupidity can conquer the world. So what we have to do, we have to understand what is the integration principle that is common to every single living, non-living systems in the universe. And that is the polyatomic time crystal living system that we talked about. Unless and until we do that, we will continue to say that AI does not have any intelligence, AI does not have any intelligence. And I'm sure you are all tired listening to this. From now onwards, you can tell that, look, it is just compilation of many interactions. That is compilation of money. And that simple set of relationship can give you an emulation, a replication, or a perception of intelligence, and that can overwhelm, because human has a limited brain. The brain size is limited, everything is limited, so it is possible to create more amount of data, more amount of network than the brain if you have large amount of money. That is the philosophy of Turing. But for us, we challenge that very fundamental of philosophy, because we are coming from the foundation of Hindu culture, where we say that the information life is not a side by side, it's within and above. That's orthogonal to the Western philosophy, or philosophy exercised by any other culture anywhere in the world in the history of humanity. There is no other example where you integrate information within and above, because it is not differentiable and undefined mathematically. So that is what we have been arguing for the last 13 or 14 years, and we continue to argue as long as I live, because I feel that the civilization has not seen the very foundation. So if you say that I'm not doing science, I don't care. Because if you say that with this philosophy, when I'm talking about this particular philosophy, it is not science, because science should be Christianity, because Isaac Newton was Christian and he wanted to implement the foundations of Christianity. Big Bang was a Christian proposal, because they wanted to create from a single point a whole universe, because that would enable the creation of creationist theory, or God created theory. And many scientists supported it, because fundamentally they wanted to follow the Christian wisdom. Outside they say I'm atheist, doesn't matter. That's what you do. Then if I try to go orthogonal to this, that no, it's a set of probability function, it's a set of rules, of mathematical rules. That's why universe has to exist. The existence of universe is inevitable, because the prime numbers are there, and all those prime numbers integrate together to create these integers. And then when you normalize it in a possibility, then the whole universe gets created automatically. When I argue that, then if you say that this is not science, of course it's not a Christian science, then we say that this is Hinduism. So I have no problem in doing it. I have no problem in accepting it. I have no problem in giving a terminology to this kind of study, this kind of philosophy as Hinduism.